Hey now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Just make sure the mic works. Hey now, hey now. Hey now, hey now. Does it work? Is everything good? Is everything good?
Everything's okay, boss.
Is everything okay? It's okay, everybody. We got a compressor in here. I am very excited that tomorrow we are bringing back from the dead Inappropriate Carrie back to the show after all this time.
Yep, and we don't know what song he's going to do. That's what's exciting.
No idea. And he is an absolute legend on many fronts. One, because he's been in the radio business so long. He still technically works here. He works here as a fill-in, although he's not getting paid for tomorrow. He works here as a fill-in that never fills in. Because every time we reach out to him to get him to fill in, he says he can't do it. Which is...
Well, he's a busy man.
You know, it's funny because, he never really felt like most of us, what he feels like working if they don't have to. So when we reach out to him, he's like, nah, I'm busy. But that's why it's even it's a bigger deal for us that he's coming up here for free just to hang out with us and play some live music at 1 o'clock for Jumper Plays the Guitar. So I'm going to confirm with him tonight to make sure he's still on. He says he was. And hopefully he's still on because I've been announcing it all week. And I really, here's what I really hope, John Bird. I hope he will come up here early. Say, I'm going to pitch to him and see if he'll come at 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
And if he will, then we can hang out and BS and do whatever. Because I'm going to be honest, I miss him. It was, and we were completely transparent on this deal. When it came to John Bird, who was gone for 15 months, he got fired because we had to make cuts here at the station. He got canned with about 4 other people, and it was across the board. It was, I think everybody but Jocks lost somebody. You had somebody from 107 gone. You had John Bird from 99.5 was gone. And these are just the tough decisions that have to be made in radio sometimes. You had one of our engineers gone, and I think maybe 1 or 2 other people. And so it came in. Actually, I'm trying to remember who was producing. Somebody, John Bird, I don't even remember who was producing for me before Carrie came in. It was a juggle of Steve West and AJ, and I think they were just kind of giving me somebody new every day.
It's Orlando.
No, it was Orlando wasn't even doing it at that time. But you had several weeks of that, and then they brought Carrie in, but because of Carrie's status, he could only do 11 to 2. So for all of those 15 months without you, John Bird, I had 2 different producers every single day. And you know what a struggle that is because you've got to build a flow with a producer. And I made the best of it. I did everything I could. And I kind of broke it up into 2 shows. So Steve was the first hour, and Steve and I would BS, and we actually came up with the Hey Now roll call and things like that. And then Carrie would come in for the 3rd hour. She was great for the, the wheel of segments and all that kind of stuff. But, we got to discussing it. Really, it was kind of his idea. He's like, he knew how much I wanted you back. And he came to me and he's like, what do you think we got to do to get John Bird back? And I said, honestly, it's just a matter of the hours being available. I mean, as soon as, and everybody in management had made that clear to me, like as soon as the hours are available, we can bring John Bird back. We're only allotted so much from corporate. And he said, well, why don't I just quit? And I said, well,
just like that.
That would do the trick, I would assume. And he said, okay, I'll just do that. And by quit, we meant swap, because at that point, we had gotten John Bird on payroll, which meant he got paid just as a fill-in or doing the weekend shows. It's kind of like an hourly rate. So we're allotted, X number of hours to cover our weekend shows. And so he's like, why don't I just swap places with him? And I'm like, I mean, I said, that's between you and your wife and whatever works for y'all. I said, but I would be eternally grateful. John Bird would be eternally grateful. And he's like, all right, dude, I get it. And sure enough, he went and did it. And then the boys got back together.
It's the best.
It's the best. So hopefully we'll see him. Another thing is, I'm really wanting to go to this Comic-Con thing Saturday night. And John Bird, you said you're on board for that.
Yeah, I'm on board for the Saturday night.
You want to go? I was going to go during the day. The main concern is we want to make sure we get to see the wrestlers, right? That's why Peyton wants to go. We want to meet the wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Lex Luger, you've got Sergeant Slaughter, you've got the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. You've got Ron Simmons, a.k.a. Farouk. Who else is there? It seems, oh, gosh. Stand by. Stand by. You've got Ron Simmons, Lex Luger, Sergeant Slaughter. You remember Lex Luger?
Oh, yeah.
The total package?
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Remember Sergeant?
Matt and Jeff Hardy. Billy Gunn, which was Mr. Ass. You remember him?
Don't remember him.
I'm a nice man. Look that up. Look up on Spotify real quick. Billy Gunn theme song. Gunn.
Okay.
You've also got Road Dogg. So Billy Gunn and Road Dogg are tag team partners. That's the New Age Outlaws from D-Generation X. And Scott Ennis. Who is Scott Ennis? That sounds familiar. Let me look that up real quick. Who is Scott Ennis? American voice actor, radio personality, and songwriter. Best known as the iconic voice of Scooby-Doo, Shaggy Rogers, and Scrappy-Doo. So literally Scooby-Doo is going to be there. He's not a wrestler. Randy Quaid was supposed to be there, but I just found out he's not going to make it. Could you imagine John Bird meets Randy Quaid?
My hero.
Wow. Talk about two peas in a pod.
Yeah. I got this ready if you want to hear it.
All right, yeah, so this is Billy. Remember, his wrestling name was Mr. Ass, so he would come out and just shake his rear end, and he had the best theme music. Yeah, I'm a nice man.
So many asses, so little time.
And the best thing about wrestling intros was always the beginning, because when you first, like, can you play that from the top? When that first note hits on a wrestling theme, as a wrestling fan, you know exactly who it is, and so the crowd pops and goes wild. Listen.
I'm a nice man. Yeah, I'm a nice man. Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild. Anyway, that's enough. That's good stuff, man. They used to sell CDs of those, of just wrestling themes. And that was, you want to talk about some of the hottest albums out there? You could put that bad boy in your CD player, and you and your boys with a big brick camcorder sitting on the counter go out there and have your own wrestling match. You play the intros, and we'd come out pretending to be the wrestlers. I'd give anything to find some of those old videos that I used to have of me and my cousins wrestling. We used to do some crazy stuff. My mom did a good job of raising me, but at the end of the day, I think Vince McMahon probably raised me more than my parents.
Oh, no. He's dad of the
Which-
year.
Which sounds awful, but he did. He didn't raise me more than my parents, but he was a big part of my childhood. Thanks to his creative genius of people like Mr. Ass and Val Venus. did I can't remember if I was talking about this last night, but Val Venus was a character. His character was that he was a porn star.
Uh-huh.
And so he would come, look his theme up. Look at Val Venus' theme. He would come out and his music would go, "Hello, ladies," and it would be like this sexy saxophone music. He'd come out wearing a towel as if he just got out of the shower, you know? And it was one of the more wild gimmicks that wrestlers had back in I guess that would have been the late 90s. Val Venus. And what an appropriate name. I mean, that's about as porn star name as you get. It's just so good, man. This is such good stuff. But the downside to that, the sad part is that it'll never be like that again. It'll never be that good. Anyway, so the story, one of the storylines, John Bird, was that he was in a conflict or he was in a rivalry with this group of Japanese wrestlers, and they came out during, I guess, one of his matches or something. And so it's like three of them, and one of the guys is their manager, right? And he comes out with a big samurai sword, and he essentially says, in his broken English, he says, "I choppy your pee-pee." And he's like swinging the samurai sword around. Because as that character, like, that's your superpower, right? So anyway, they cut to a vignette where they're beating him up and they drag him backstage, and the cameraman walks into the locker room where they've got him. They've got him strung up. His hands are tied above his head. He's facing the opposite way. His pants are at his ankles. All you can see is his butt.
Oh, dang.
And there's a table in front of him. And the Japanese guy with the samurai sword rears back and slams it down, and the lights cut off, and he starts screaming. So the story was they actually chopped his wiener off.
What would have been better is if he had swung it down and you heard a ding, and it's like the metal bounced off.
And broke the sword.
Yeah, and then he tore down the ropes and whipped all their asses.
This is his theme music right here. Listen. Oh,
I
so
like the way
creative.
Val Venus is spelled. Venus is Venis.
Oh, of course. How else do you spell it? Okay, enough of that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of that.
Hello, ladies.
My wife is probably listening right now going, "You just told me this story last night." Because I literally did. I pulled up the clip and showed it to her. And choppy, your pee-pee. Can't beat that, man. Can't beat it. Anyway, speaking of pretenders, AOC, who, by the way, in some polls is at the top of the list for Democrat candidates for president. There are some polls out there showing her polling better than anybody else, which shows how fractured the Democrat Party is. She shows up, I guess, yesterday. Was this yesterday or 2 days ago at a Eid celebration? Eid? EID? What is it? Prophet Ibrahim Eid al-Adha is what the memorial, the holiday. I guess it's a Muslim holiday. Mom Donnie says, today we honor Prophet Ibrahim Eid al-Adha. Reminds us that sacrifice is not a burden. He says it is an opportunity to see ourselves as part of something larger, to extend a hand to those who need it most. I am honored to be New York City's first Muslim mayor, and I am determined to lead through solidarity. Together we are working to ensure every New Yorker can afford the groceries, housing, and child care that they need. You know, it's weird how focused Democrats are on child care. Like, what? I mean, it's like really, especially socialist. Like, they're really focused on child care, which is their way of saying, trust us with your child. We will treat them correctly. We'll treat them the way we want to treat them, probably indoctrinate them, while you get to the assembly line and you start working and slaving away. Anyway, I say all that to say, speaking of fake, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was at this event wearing a hijab. Isn't she Isn't she Mexican? Latino?
Yes.
Isn't she Latinx? Why is she wearing a hijab? Also, despite claiming to be a feminist who wants to dismantle the patriarchy, she's wearing a hijab, which is widely seen as a symbol of female repression. Right? I mean, does a hijab not represent like women can't drive, women can't go to school, women can't go out by themselves without a male escort? Like a hijab? That's quite the feminist. 205-545-9950. 545-9950. You're listening to The Line. Wrestling talk, hijab talk, and everything else right here on 99.5. All right, here we go. 205-545-9950. Scott Besson speaking at the White House press briefing. I'm going to keep an eye on that during the break and update you as to what's what. Ernest Financial bringing you this part of the show. RetireWithErnest.com. RetireWithErnest.com. 833-596-7233 is the number that will get you in touch with my man David Ernest, who's been doing this over 45 years. That's a long time. That's longer than I've been on this earth. That means that when he started doing this, John Bird was 17 years old.
Yep, just a baby, just a kid.
17 years. He wasn't even 18 yet. That's crazy. But that's a lot of experience. So it's about preserving your money, keeping it safe, and making it grow. Whatever kind of retirement plan you got, call David Ernest. Talk to him about it. Doesn't cost you anything. You can get your money growing like you should by making that phone call. All the information online, retirewithernest.com. Thomas is on the line. Our boy Thomas Bowers. What's up, buddy?
Hey, giddy up. I got an offer you can't refuse. I've been a season ticket holder of the Stallions. I've been gifted with 4 complimentary tickets, and I want to give them away to somebody in the Hey Now Nation.
Oh, dang. 4 tickets to the Stallions game this Saturday?
That's right.
All right.
Actually, I was just thinking what y'all ought to do. Y'all ought to get the tickets, go and stay for as much of the game as you want, then walk over to the Comic-Con.
That's true. Well, the only problem is I don't know if you've experienced a Stallions game with John Bird, but it's one of those things that after it's over, you got to go take a nap and a shower.
No.
So if I can find a shower,
anyway,
maybe.
I would love for y'all to be there, but if you can't, I understand that. But I do have the 4 tickets, and if y'all know anybody that would like them, I could transfer them to John, and then you could. I just want to get used because, of course, the more people that's in there, it looks better for the Stallions as far as the tenders and everything.
All right, cool. Yeah, Thomas, I appreciate it, and I'll get with Bird, and maybe we can figure out something to do tomorrow on that front.
Okay, that sounds good. I really appreciate it because I can't think of anybody else. I'm over in North Georgia, so I don't know a lot of people's going to drive over here beside me to go to the game.
Yeah,
but I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll definitely get it hooked up. Thank you, Thomas. We appreciate you, buddy.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, there you go. I got 4 tickets, so if you are interested, hit us up and we'll figure something out.
Dang.
Well, let me hit this break. We'll have segments coming up after this. Underdog of Fantasy. Yes, sir. UnderdogFantasy.com. And the Underdog Fantasy app. Download it, baby. Download it. And get to making some picks. I actually made some picks last night myself. And I ain't gonna lie. I didn't win, but oh wait, no. I take that back. Oh, that okay, never mind. The game's tonight. I thought I made picks for last night, but it's tonight for the NBA Finals. That would be because I just went on there and looked, and the amount of money that I have in my account hadn't changed, so I just assumed I didn't win. But let me tell you what I've got. So I've got six players on the Thunder versus the Spurs game. Starts at 7:30 tonight. I've got Wembanyama. I've got Castle, Dort, Caruso. I've got De'Aaron Fox. I got 6 picks, okay? I got $5 on these 6 picks. And if I get them right, John Bird, I will win $124.75.
Oh, dang.
I'll get that from $5. That's all it was. And so you can get in on the action too, man. All you got to do is download the app and just make your picks and win money. You get your picks right, you win money. It's easy peasy. So when you sign up, make sure you use my promo code, which is HeyNow, all one word, HeyNow, HeyNow, and you're going to score $50 in bonus entries after you play your first $5. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today and sign up with promo code HeyNow to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code HeyNow. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 19 or older and present in Alabama. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details concerned with your play. Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org. Boom. Bada boom, bada boom. Y'all hook that up, man, you sports people. And by the way, and we're going to do this easy because I don't know that I don't have time to do a big contest, but our boy Thomas, who is a big Stallions fan, lives over in Georgia. He's the one that gave us the good tickets for that Stallions game that we went to. We will release the video on Saturday, but if you want to watch the video, and you know what we should do? Do you have Thomas's number?
Yes.
You should send him the video so he can watch it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a
before
great
anybody
idea.
else. Just tell him don't share it.
Yeah.
But we'll release that Saturday. But if you want your first sneak peek, you need to watch the podcast live tomorrow night over the line, 6 p.m. But if you want 4 tickets, 4 tickets to the Stallions game on Saturday. I think it's 2 p.m. game. Hit us up on the text line, reach out to Bird or whatever, and we'll get you hooked up. We'll link you up with Thomas, and y'all can get to go to the game. 4 tickets is pretty good too, man. That's
especially for those seats, man.
You, your wife. Well, we don't know where the seats are, but unless he said, I don't know if he said those was the same seats or no. He said they were complimentary tickets that he got, so they're probably different seats than what we had.
Still, there's not a bad seat in the stadium.
I don't want to overpromise or underdeliver or however the saying goes. But 4 tickets, man, that save you some money if you're planning on going. Hit us up. All right. Without further ado, John Bird. And I'm watching Scott Bessent, by the way. Nothing crazy other than just kind of updating people on where everything's at. But we'll talk about that. Leland will have all that as well. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the wheel of Thurman.
Animals are friends.
Yes.
Animals are friends. They're not food or property. Tell me, would you eat your dead granny? If not, then think about your hypocrisy.
By the way, John Bird, on the text line, Donna says she would love to go to to the Stallions game. Can we get her linked up with it?
Yeah, does she want all 4?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, well, she's the first one.
Yeah, she's right there on the text line, so just jot down her number.
Okay.
And we can actually, if Thomas wants us to do it, you can ask him in advance if he wants to transfer directly to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all can work that out or whatever.
Okay.
So just jot her info. We got you, Donna. We got you. Well, there's another one. All right, so Brandon wants to go too. So check with Donna first. If she doesn't want them or doesn't want 4 or whatever.
Yeah, they may do 2 and 2.
Yeah, just see what Donna wants first.
Okay, and Donna and then Brandon, right?
Yeah, Brandon.
Okay.
Brandon's the second one there.
Okay.
All right, so let's go. What was it? What was the thing?
Animals are friends. They're not food or property. Tell me, would you eat your dead granny? If not, then think about your hypocrisy.
Up first on Animals Are Friends, St. Clair County family seeks help for pet goose's prosthetic after a turtle attack.
Oh, no. St. Clair County?
That's right. It's a local Animals Are Friends.
Uh-oh.
St. Clair family's asking for the community's help after their pet goose lost part of its leg in what they're describing as a brutal encounter with a snapping turtle, leaving them searching for a way to restore the bird's mobility.
Snapping turtles.
Quote, immediately I knew something was wrong, said Ethan Nelligan. Ethan and Shelby Nelligan said they found the injured goose in a pond. They said, we managed to get a hold of her, and when we got her, we noticed her foot was all sorts of torn up. It was not a pretty sight. The family said they immediately reached out to a local veterinarian. The goose currently has stitches, but the family said that it's only a temporary fix. Their goal is to get the goose a prosthetic leg. Wait a minute. So this is a young couple, and they got a little baby too, it looks like.
Is it going to make it a pet duck? I thought it was already a pet duck.
So, yeah, it doesn't sound like this is their pet. It sounds like they just found it out in the wild. And I'm kind of, I mean, wouldn't you just say, it's the circle of life?
Yeah, I mean.
That's just what happens.
Or you
out in the wild.
can whittle one out of wood.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, animals eat each other. Wouldn't you just kind of, I don't want to say look the other way, but I'm not going to go down that road. Good for them for doing this. They say there are a few people I've gotten in contact with. I'm still hoping to find others just in case we're not able to fine-tune it and make sure it's a good fit for her foot. That's one of the things as well, is that she is going to be growing. She's going to get about their size as well, so she will probably need many prosthetics, so we just want to make sure she will develop properly with a good prosthetic, according to the family.
Huh.
They have shared the goose's story publicly and are asking for suggestions and help as they try to find the right prosthetic solution. They said the sooner we get one on her, the better it will be. The faster she will be able to learn and adapt to having a prosthetic. While the goose heals, the family said she has been spending time inside with them around their other animals. They say until she gets healed, she gets to hang out in the house with us for the most part. We put a diaper on her and let her hang out in the living room and on the couch with us.
That's a little odd.
Yeah, you just bringing in a random goose in the house.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely Animals Are Friends.
Out of the wild at that, you know? I mean, have you gotten it tested and all that? Animal prosthetics have become more common in recent years, helping injured pets regain mobility after traumatic injuries. The Nelligan family said their hopeful community support can help them make this possible for their goose as well. I don't see anything about a GoFundMe or anything like that, but Ethan and what did I say their names were? Shelby. Ethan and Shelby Nelligan.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys, I mean, this is a local couple, young couple. If y'all got an idea on a prosthetic deal or want to help in any way, look them up on Facebook. I'm sure they're probably easy to find, right?
I would think so.
Let me see if I can look them up real quick. Where's my phone? What'd I do with my phone, John Bird? There it is.
I can call it. Oh, okay.
Tell me the name again. Ethan Nelligan?
Yes, Ethan and Shelby Nelligan. Is that it?
Ethan Nelligan. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that's him. Oh, and they got a little baby. Cute little family. They're out in Odenville.
Well, if anybody has a prosthetic duck leg or knows how to make them.
But it doesn't look like he's posted anything on his Facebook about it. Well, he may have it as private. I bet that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe an Instagram guy that just, has a Facebook account.
An Instagram guy. Those young Instagram guys.
Yeah, youngsters.
I don't see anything on Shelby's page either. Although, looks like Shelby maybe a year ago posted a picture hanging out with some geese or some ducks.
Well, maybe the story's a year old.
No, it's a new story.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's so new they haven't had a chance to post anything.
No, I think they may just be geese people. And that's what prompted them to try to save this goose. You know what I'm saying? They already like geese. So if you're a geese fan and you see a goose getting killed by a snapping turtle, in your heart and in your mind, you're like, I got to save this goose because I'm a goose person.
Yep. And you make turtle soup out of the snapping
right.
turtle. Don't cook the goose.
Anyway, Ethan and Shelby, I don't know if you're going to hear about this radio show here. I'm sure you will, but best of luck to you kids. We hope you figure that out. Next up, let's keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Headline, dog accidentally fires shotgun, striking woman yards away during chaotic gas station shop. Stop, not shop. Sounds like a clip from GTA.
Yeah.
A dog reportedly triggered a shotgun inside a truck during a stop at a Nebraska gas station Saturday, sending a blast through the vehicle and injuring a woman in another vehicle several yards away. The incident unfolded shortly after noon when the vehicle pulled into Shortstop, a gas station and convenience store. According to the police department, the dog remained inside the vehicle after the owner stepped out into the store. Another passenger riding along also stepped outside but stayed near the front passenger side door. During that time, the dog reportedly moved around in the rear seat area and came into contact with a shotgun stored in the vehicle. The firearm appeared to have a live round in the chamber and was discharged after being triggered, according to authorities. The blast reportedly passed through the vehicle's front passenger side door, traveled out of the parking lot, and struck a woman who was stopped at a nearby traffic light several yards away.
Good grief.
Police said a shotgun pellet struck the upper portion of her right arm, which was resting out the window at the time. That's why you don't need to be hanging your arms out the window.
Yeah, I guess I can't do that airplane thing anymore when I'm driving.
You see these people that have their feet, like passengers that'll have their feet hanging out the window?
Yeah, that's bad.
That's not smart, guys. Don't do that.
Don't be stupid.
Her injuries were not considered life-threatening, and a family member transported her to Regional West Medical Center for treatment. No other injuries were reported. Police said the incident was initially reported as involving a BB gun, but responding officers were later informed that it involved the shotgun. Investigators also noted damage to the vehicle's passenger side door consistent with a shotgun blast. Police department will continue to investigate the incident. The police department they reached out to the police department. They didn't get anything, blah, 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 blah.
Did they arrest the dog?
Yes, took him to the pound.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they may have. I don't know. They didn't say.
I could charge them with simple assault.
Yeah, could be. Or recklessly firing a shotgun into in a public place.
Yeah, but
into a dwelling.
There's no fingers or anything. I wonder how it happened.
Who knows? Who knows? Is that good?
Mm-hmm. It's a Mountain Dew Zero. I treat myself twice a week.
You only have 2 of those a week?
Yes.
Mountain Dew Zero. That's gross.
No, it's not. It's good.
I can't do soda at all. It about makes me.
Yeah. Well, it's
fall
not.
out.
I mean, it's not at all to me like regular soda. I can't drink regular soda.
All right, let's do one more. I got to be quick.
Okay, come on, bring it.
Headline: Houston attorney charged with felony bestiality
Oh gosh.
after
Let me
wife catches him raping the family dog on a hidden surveillance camera.
Okay, come on. I mean, that. Can you change some words around and just, we'll
We can dance if we want to.
all right, go ahead.
A 56-year-old Houston estate planning attorney has been hit with felony bestiality charges after his own wife caught him in the act of sexually assaulting the family dog on home surveillance footage. That's really loving your animals.
Oh, dang.
Animals are friends with benefits.
Oh, dang.
The man identified as Stephen Swain has been charged with felony bestiality after authorities say his wife turned over surveillance footage allegedly showing him engaging in sexual acts with the family dog named Shipley. So do you think it's, okay, so we're thinking about, did he round the bases? Like, did he do it all with the dog?
Oh, come on, man.
Did he just put a little peanut butter on the old Bizzle Sizzak?
Let's not go into details. Just report the facts.
Not that either one of those are okay. I'm just saying.
Dude.
I watched a podcast, and it was Cam Newton and Ray J.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray J was talking. Cam Newton was asking Ray J if he was gay, and he was like, no. And then he went into this tirade about how he knows people that put peanut butter on their private parts.
Okay,
and let
come
dogs
on.
lick
Come
it
on.
off.
Come on.
I'm just.
Okay.
According to local reporting citing court documents, the wife installed cameras inside the home after becoming suspicious, later identifying both her husband and the dog in the footage before removing the animal from the home for its safety. What red flags were popping up that made her think, boy, I need to make sure my husband's not banging the dog?
Man, I mean, I think she would prefer that, if anything, he was like, banging,
She probably thought he
humans.
was like, she probably thought he had a side chick. And imagine the shock. You thought you was going to catch him cheating with a girl, and it turns out he's boning the dog. No pun intended. Swain reportedly turned himself in to face the charges. He posted a $7,500 bond and is due back in court next Tuesday. The dog is now safe with his wife, and the case remains active.
But, I mean, how can she still be with a dog after knowing that dog cheated?
No. I mean, it's just, and this guy's an attorney. He's like a prominent dude.
Well, good luck getting yourself out of jail out of this one.
And that's what we call animals are friends with benefits.
Think about your hypocrisy.
Yeah, baby. No Roofing, TORoofing.com, NoToRoofing.com. Get your roof inspection, complimentary roof tune-up, and all the things. It's waiting on you right there around the corner. Come on. These guys are going to treat you right. They're the best in the business. Plus, they're my friends. And if they're my friends, they're going to take care of you. 205-848-2299. That's 205-848-2299. Online, NoToRoofing.com. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. 256-305-1854. That's the number for my friends at Deep South Construction Pros. These guys are fantastic, man. They do a great job. They've been doing an important job over the past several days with all the rain that we've gotten. Always talk to you about your basement waterproofing, crawl space encapsulation. That stuff is highly important because you got to understand that as that moisture gets into your crawl space, gets into your basement, it just sits. It's got nowhere to go. And it ultimately turns into mildew and mold and everything else. And that gets in your ductwork and your air vents, and then your family's breathing it in. And there's a lot of people I've seen as of late, and people I personally know, that have contracted illnesses, and I mean bad illnesses, because of mold in their home. And there's a lot of people that live with it that don't even know. So one thing I would suggest to you, if you are noticing that weird smell in your basement and really hadn't done anything about it, but you find yourself to always be sick, you might want to give these guys a call and have them come check it out, because it can seriously keep you extremely sick and even worse. And I don't want that for any of you guys. So reach out to them for that, for foundation issues, a lot of different things. Deep South Construction Pros, they do. But that's a big one. Again, that number, 256-305-1854, and online, deepsouthconstructionpros.com. Thank you, guys. Love you long time. Every single one of you. But I'm out of here, baby. I'm going to get out of here. I am exhausted today. I don't know what's going on. So it's going to be nappy nap time, TT night night, as they say. But I'm going to be refreshed and ready to go. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, so you better be here. John Bird, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir, brother.
Leland Live up next. Until next time, see ya, cut.